Design Jan is once again in fine form. E4 played against Christiansen Sava. Is that your name? Christiansen Sava? Also let me know, let me know if the sound is okay, the picture is okay, the bandwidth, stream buffering, like all the good stuff. What do I know? Are you there, Mr. Christiansen? If you're not there, then we cannot play a lovely game of chess. But here we are, e4 c6, the good old Caro-Kann. And I shall play the so-called advanced variation. And after bishop f5, I would go... Kasparov recently played knight c3 against Navarra, which I thought had a dodgy reputation these days. But if Gary does it, how bad can be? But he goes c5, against which there's many possible lines. c4 is a move, knight f3 is a move, dc5 is a move. I'll go knight f3 and see what happens. There were some very sharp lines here, like knight c6, c4, cd. I don't know. The line continues, but I'm sure we'll find out in no time. c5 never really reached the mainline status that bishop f5 has, but it's always been a playable move, like German grandmaster Henkin likes experimenting with this. And bishop g4, I once studied this and I thought it wasn't good, but obviously I do have zero recollection why that could be the case. cd5 looks normal. Let's find out. If knight takes d4, I should be able to go knight takes d4, bishop takes d1, bishop b5 check, which is sort of a common tactic in such positions. After queen d5, I'm gonna have to think, but my plan was to go knight takes c3, then bishop f3, knight d5, bishop d1, and I don't know if I can get away with knight c7, knight takes a8, or if I have to go king d1, which could be awkward after long castles. So we'll think about it when we get there. Should we ever get there? It could also be that after knight c3, so queen d5, knight c3, bishop f3, it's better to play something like gf. I don't know, let's find out. So what was I saying? Bishop f3, gf, queen d4, I don't know, takes knight b5 business, knight d5 sometimes a move. So complicated, chess is such a tough game. So knight takes d5, bishop takes d1. What is going on there? King d1, long castle is no good, as we've established. And that leaves us with other options. gf, I was thinking about. Queen takes d4. And then, it's such a weird position. See my thinking face? Probably I shouldn't think too hard and just go for it. Just wing it. Now what can we do? Queen d4, cd, doesn't look very good. Knight b5, nah. Bishop e3 could be playable. Let's find out. If queen d1, rook d1, I should have some sort of compensation for the pawn at least, with all the developed pieces and all that good stuff. Queen e5, I'm not sure if I will have that type of compensation, but I'll hope to somehow manufacture it, going f4 and developing my pieces quickly. Looks like there should be at least some play. And I'm being told in the chat that knight f3 was not good, that nothing could be further from the truth. Knight f3 is probably the most critical move in this position. I'm not sure about my play after bishop g4, but knight f3 is certainly a good move. So queen d1, rook d1, e6, that looks like a normal enough reaction. Challenging me to prove that I have compensatsi for the pawn. But I think I actually do have compensation. Just gotta figure out how to do this. Bishop b5, knight b5, rook c8, I still don't really see how to proceed. So, nah, I'll play f4. Keep my options open. Knight h6 looks like the most logical move. Heading towards f5. Wow, big champion of chess, Christiansen Sava. Who knew? What do I do now? Bishop b5, knight e4. I'll go here, but I won't be very happy about it. Just so you know, I'm not that happy about it. Ambitious Pawn says the time monologue is always a classic. Do you have a tie monologue? The hair monologue I think we've had. What's the tie monologue? That I decided not to wear a tie? I don't even know how often I repeat myself. Like, I am a bit like the main character from the movie Memento when it comes to Banter Blitz. I do forget for every show what I've mentioned in the hundreds, literally 100 shows I've done in the past. So don't hold me accountable for constantly repeating myself, because I can't remember. Christiansen Sava is saying, nice game. Wow, has time to chat. I don't like that. I don't like that confidence. Gets me very upset. I want him to be focused and sweating, not hanging out on the chat, sending me smiley faces. This is not the fear I was trying to strike in your heart. I want that pawn, but I have a feeling development might be more important. And I also have a feeling that pawn might not run away. Suki Ray's asking, can you beat Peter in Blitz? Your rating is significantly higher, but you flag more than he does. Peter's a better Blitz player than me, no question about it. In a tournament setting, I might be slightly more motivated to win my Banter Blitz games by flagging or doing other unsportsmanlike conduct. Therefore, my rating is higher. But no, there's zero question that Peter Svidler is a better chess player and better Blitz player. Ambitious Pawn says, it feels like thousands of Banter sessions. I agree, Ambitious Pawn. What are we still doing here? Shouldn't we evolve? Find something else to do, something else to talk about, something else to watch? I don't know, man. How do we keep this fresh? How do we keep the Banter train rolling? Maybe by grabbing the b7 pawn. I think normally pawn grabbing, whenever things get a little too dark, one can grab a pawn. And life is not that bleak anymore. Bishop or rook? Maybe bishop. By the way, this is a knight, not a rook, technically. Lefty John says, you're always fresh, Jan. Thank you so much, Lefty John. I'm always self-deprecating too. See, I can't even pronounce that word. That's how self-deprecating I am. I correct my own pronunciation. But I don't really mean it. I am very full of myself. Alright, how do I win this game? Probably on time, as usual. Can you say you win the game on time? Or does that mean I would win the game in a timely manner? Well, what I'm trying to say is I want to win this game by flagging my opponent. Now, I think on time is it. I'll go here. I didn't want castle knight e2 check. Dropping that pawn, so this felt like a good random move to play. What else is going on? Yesterday was a fun day with the World Cup tie breaks, epic battle between Maxi Boy and Dr. Levon, as they are known professionally. So yeah, that was fun to watch, fun to do commentary on, even though I did it in the German language. I enjoyed that one a lot. And yeah, now the finals are slightly anti-climactic. Because the guys that made it through the semifinals already have their spot in the candidates. So most of the hard work is done. Then again, if we get the Svitster to join me and do it in English, I'm sure it's going to be fun to talk to Peter about his experience in the World Cup. He had this epic final 2 years ago. Well, I'm going to win on time, right? 4.7 seconds. Haha. Knight h4. You spent all this time to find a good move, but I'm just going to flag you. And then what has this good move ever done for you? Should just make sure not to get checkmated before the flagging is done. Nah, still hanging around. Boom. Oh, here we go. Good game, Christiansen, Sava.